Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another. Number 4 stands in.
Number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Cameron Maybin. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit ground down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman.
Number 4 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
Maybin is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Hey, we got one.
Brandon Geyer stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. The 0-2 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. 7th inning coming up. St. Louis is out in front, 5-2. Number 4 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Geyer ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Number 4 will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Geyer is there, and he has it for the first. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals. Number 4 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Geyer sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he will get there with the first hit of the ball game, a 1-out double. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Number 4 will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Well, it's still early, but it's also...
All right, boy, all right, here we go.
Number 4 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
Now batting, number 4.
Cueto pauses. First pitch on the way. Belted high and deep into right center. Piscotty racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
All right, hang on. Right here, right here.
Boy, just another great swing right there, and he's had a few of them in this series. He gets a good pitch to hit, and he's right on it. And he drives this one off the wall for an easy double, and it might be time for them to let somebody else beat you for a change.
Number 4 steps into the box.
Number 4. Hey, catch up. Your turn right here.
Hey, let us fly.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy...
And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Buster Posey. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits...
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. In the National League Central, the St. Louis Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 5-2. The Angels sent 3 balls into the seats as they plundered the Pirates, 10-0. The Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies, 9-2. The Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 6-4. The White Sox completed a short 2-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta, 5-1. The Mets totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Nats, 5-3. The San Francisco Giants got 11 overall hits as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils, 7-0. The Arizona Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, 11-3. The Tampa Bay Rays put together 10 hits total as they bested the Tigers in extra innings, 4-3. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off a 2-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres, 4-3. The Boston Red Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they got the best of the Dodgers at home, 2-0. The Cleveland Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 5-2. Josh Donaldson had 3 home runs on the day, all of them solo shots, as the Orioles took care of the Royals 4-1. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Houston Astros grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-2. The A's cracked 14 hits overall as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals baseball is straight ahead, next on the show. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think this team has to be hoping that Michael Franco can get some of his mojo back. His average is in the low 200s, and that's a reflection of the poor way he manages at bats. He's way too good of a hitter to continue on the same course.
Jaime Garcia. Striding into the box, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we got no outs.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Number 4 will stand in. 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
Number 4. Let her rip.
Hot shot toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1 run. So striding in, number 4, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Into the seats, 0-1.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Rosario on the move. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
Let's go right here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Peter Dorsey is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hey, come on, get ahead, stay ahead.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lamb in foul ground. 1 away.
Now, this is the correct play. It is the shortstop's ball if he can get there. So he has a beat on it all the way, and he calls off the third baseman and makes a nice play in foul territory.
Standing in now, number 2. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike 1. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that tie you up.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Neil Ross will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Hit to short. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, center fielder, Peter.
Number 4 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far.
Batting, number 4.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Rosario. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 6 and the Cardinals 4. Michael Franco will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get it? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 7 and the Cardinals 4. Number 4 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe as he beats the play at the plate, and it's now a 7-5 ball game. Cesar Hernandez stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Kimbrel pauses. 0-2 on its hit to short. Scooped up. And the run is in to score from third.
So close.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 11-6. Good night from St. Louis.
No errors. They left 14 men on base. For St. Louis, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.
With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, to look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Alberto Velasquez is on the mound for the Cardinals. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he can...
Devin Marrero will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground is short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Pitcher, Phil Klein.
Number 4 will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Herrera on the run. One away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Hey, guys, Herrera can absolutely fly in the outfield. He's got that good, quick first step, runs tight.
Number 4 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Herrera. Still going back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 19th home run for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Oh, and here comes the long ball again to bite him. The second one he's allowed here in the first 2 2/3. Tell you what, the way he's throwing right now, the third one might send him.
Aaron Altair will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Hit ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get Phillies leave a couple. They're down here 5-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there.
Number 4.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second of the game. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered.
Number 4 will dig in. 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far.
Yeah, getting another chance to go for that big 3-homer game, Matt. Looking very dangerous up there so far.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Number 4 will stand in now with 5 RBIs to his credit already and a chance to add on some more.
You know, Matt, the way he's attacked the baseball so far, why stop now?
One time right here.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Evers has got it, and the side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 9 and the Phillies 2. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. Oh,
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Number 4 is our subject, and he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his, and who knows, maybe he'll put on a...
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today it's the rubber match. Number 4 will dig in now, right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another team after this? I mean, this is now 4 home runs for him in the series. You talk about a guy that looks comfortable up there. He's just having his way with the entire pitching staff.
Hey, now we got 2.
Devin Marrero stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Don't hold him right here. Let's go.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the number 4 stands in.
Now batting,
You can do it.
number 4.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet. Number 4 will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway. Number 4 will step in looking perhaps for a 3-homer ball game.
Yeah, and on fire doesn't even begin to describe his performance so far. You talk about swinging a heavy stick, no doubt.
Number 4 will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
He's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Here we go.
Hey, it's your turn. Drive him in.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Let her rip. Let her rip. Come on, big dog. We need you. Here we go. Clutch up right now. Hey, no one better. Need you right
Looking to minimize the damage here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Here we go. No one better. Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there, kid. Hey, get your pitch. No one better up there.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in right now.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in right here.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, if you're going to win a game with a final swing, you might as well do it in style. A walk-off grand slam. Boy, did he put an exclamation point on this game.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but